Hi there, friends. I like playing with the various AI image generators and thought it would be kind of fun to feed the same text prompt to a few different online AI image generating models and see what we get. I also thought I'd get those prompts from yet another online AI, ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT for 3 random prompts, and then I made up a 4th myself. If you're a regular visitor to this channel, you may find that one pretty amusing. So here are the 3 prompts ChatGPT came up with. The second one has a grammatical error in it, and it drives me nuts to see it, but I'm going to go with it. Anyway, yes, you may have noticed I am very polite to ChatGPT for Skynet reasons. The AI text-to-image generators I am using in this video are Canva, Leonardo AI, Night Cafe, Adobe Firefly, and Midjourney. Canva allows for a number of free images a day, but that amount has changed a few times, so I'm not exactly sure how many free images you are allowed right now. It could be 20, it could be 100, I'm not sure. Leonardo AI gives you 150 tokens a day to make free images. The images, depending on which AI model you use, can cost between 2 and 4 tokens each. So use your tokens wisely, but you get 150 every day to use however you'd like for free. Now we'll move on to Night Cafe. I am new to this one, and from what I could tell, you don't get that many freebies a day. I was able to get 4 prompts, but I had to sign up and claim some credits here and there, and it was a bit of a thing. Adobe Firefly is in beta right now, and it is free to use if you already have a subscription to Adobe's Creative Suite. Midjourney does give you some initial free images, but once they are used up, you can choose to either use another app or pay a subscription, which is what I do. Prompt number 1. A serene mountain landscape at sunset with a crystal clear lake in the foreground. It took Canva 13 seconds to generate 4 images, pretty quick compared to some other AI models. These images are okay. Not great, but I see the mountains, I see the lake. There could be a sunset here in this one, but there is also a tree growing out of the water. Like I said, these are okay. I'd give this group of images a C+. Next up, we'll head over to Leonardo AI. Leonardo AI took 27 seconds to generate these 2 images. Serene mountains, a crystal lake, and it seems to be the golden hour in both of these. Nicely done. I give these Leonardo AI images a B+. Now we'll move on to Night Cafe. Night Cafe took a short 7 seconds to generate this image. There are mountains and a lake, and it may be the golden hour, but the lake isn't clear and everything looks kind of hazy. Not terrible, but not as good as some of the others. I'm going to give Night Cafe a C for this image. Let's go on to Adobe Firefly. It took 6 seconds to generate 4 images, which is very quick, and these look a little better than okay. To me, they look a bit nicer than Canva's, but not quite as good as Leonardo AI's. I'll give Adobe Firefly a B- for these images. All right, now it's time for Midjourney, which is probably the most well-known AI image generator. Midjourney took 60 seconds to generate these 4 images. And these are quite beautiful. Image number 3 doesn't look so much like a lake, but it is crystal clear. Mountains, sunset, lake in the foreground. Midjourney gets an A for these images. Okay, on to prompt number 2. An futuristic cityscape with towering skyscrapers and flying cars zooming through the air. That grammar issue is driving me nuts, but it is what it is, so let's move on. Back to Canva. It took Canva 9 seconds to produce these 4 futuristic cityscapes. 2 of the images have the skyscrapers, but no flying cars. The buildings are okay, futuristic and a bit cartoony. Once again, these are okay, but since 2 of the images are missing flying cars, I'm going to have to give Canva a C for this set of images. Here we have moved on to Leonardo AI. Let's see what it comes up with. It took 41 seconds for Leonardo AI to come up with these 2 images. In this first image, there seems to be a building growing out of the top of this very cool-looking flying car. And the same goes for the second image. Futuristic cityscape, yes. Towering skyscrapers, yes. And flying cars, yes. However, the buildings not lining up correctly is a bit of a bummer. I'm going to have to give Leonardo AI a C+ for these images. Here we are back at Night Cafe. It took Night Cafe just 6 seconds to generate these 4 images. I think they look pretty cool. I definitely see everything in the prompts in 3 out of 4 of these images. I like the second image a lot. Nice work, Night Cafe. A solid B for these. All right, here we are back at Adobe Firefly. It took Adobe 8 seconds to produce these 4 images. Futuristic cityscape, towering skyscrapers, and flying cars zooming through the air. I don't necessarily love these, but they have everything I asked for, so I can't complain. Another solid B. Now let's see what Midjourney cooks up for us. Okay, so it took Midjourney 60 seconds to come up with these 4 images, and what can I say? These all look pretty great to me. All 4 include everything from the prompt and are just beautiful as far as composition and color. Another A for Midjourney. Now it's time for prompt number 3. A whimsical underwater scene with colorful coral reefs, exotic fish, and a hidden treasure chest. Let's head to Canva and see how they do. In 12 seconds, Canva generated these 4 images. They're definitely underwater. I do see some colorful coral reefs and some exotic fish, but I see 0 whimsy and no treasure chests. This is not okay. I'm going to have to give Canva a D for these images. Let's move on to Leonardo AI and see what it does with this prompt. Well, it took Leonardo AI 30 seconds to generate these 2 images. Underwater, colorful coral reef, exotic fish, and a treasure chest. The chest isn't hidden, but it does bring a bit of whimsy in both images. I like the colors in these. B+. Now we're back at the Night Cafe. It took Night Cafe 9 seconds to generate these 4 images. The colors are pretty, but the fish are absent in 3 out of 4 of them. And I think I see a sun or a moon under the water in the bottom 2. So, nice colors, but definitely some things missing from the prompt. I'm going to have to give Night Cafe a C- for these images. Let's see if Adobe Firefly does any better. It took just 6 seconds to generate these 4 images. It looks like they have all the elements of the prompt. Pretty colorful, lots of fish, whimsy, and treasure chests. These images earn a solid B for Adobe Firefly. All right, back to Midjourney. Midjourney took 65 seconds to generate these 4 images. The difference between the other AI image generators and Midjourney is pretty substantial. The Midjourney images are more lively, more detailed, more pleasing to the eye. This set of images gets an A from me. Now it's time for our bonus round. Yay! I made up my own prompt that I thought would be fun. Prompt number 4. Matt Bellamy of Muse, dressed in a purple tuxedo, singing in a vintage Las Vegas lounge room. Okay, Canva, what do you have for us? Oh boy. Well, it took Canva 16 seconds to generate these 4 images of a very frightening Matt Bellamy. 3.5 images of a very frightening Matt Bellamy. He is wearing a purple tuxedo, and it kind of looks like it could be Matt Bellamy. No Las Vegas lounge, but I think there are bigger issues than that here. I'm going to grade these a D+. Let's move on to Leonardo AI. Okay. It took 35 seconds for Leonardo AI to produce these 2 images. Well, let's talk about the good. Purple tuxedo and Las Vegas lounge room are definitely represented in these images. However, I have no idea who that person is. He's got dark hair like Matt Bellamy, but that's kind of where the similarities end. Also, all those fingers. Jeez, I don't know what to say here. The image clarity is nice, the colors are nice, the tuxedos look pretty good. But Fingers Bellamy looks nothing like Matt Bellamy. I'm going to have to give this one a C+. Next up, Night Cafe. It took Night Cafe 6 seconds to generate these 4 images. Oh, wow. Okay. So they have the purple tuxedo, and that's about it. Don't be alarmed, but there's something growing out of Matt's thigh in that 4th image. These are not good, but they do all have the purple tuxedo, so I'm going to have to give Night Cafe a D for this set of images. Here we are back at Adobe. It took Adobe Firefly 6 seconds to generate these 4 images. Okay, well, the good news is that Firefly knows what a purple tuxedo is. The bad news is they have no idea who Matt Bellamy is. The robes look loungish, so that's a plus. This last one looks more like Adam Sandler, to be honest. Okay, so these are not good. I'm awarding a D+ to Adobe for these images. All right, let's go to Midjourney and see what it comes up with. All right. So once again, Midjourney took about a minute to generate these 4 images. These images are much cleaner than the others. I'm not sure the first 2 look a lot like Matt Bellamy, but they do have him sitting in front of a piano. The 3rd and 4th images look more like Matt to me, Matt-ish. Compared to the other AI models, these pictures are amazing. However, they aren't perfect, so I'm going to give Midjourney an A- on these. If I had to rank these AI models, it's no surprise that I'd rank Midjourney as number 1. Its pictures were superior to the other AI models for every prompt. It wasn't even close. In second place, I'd put Leonardo AI. It's free, and it does a very good job in most cases. Definitely worth a try if you want to have some fun with AI and don't want to pay for the privilege. In third place, we have Adobe Firefly. It's still in beta, and it has quite a ways to go. However, if you look through some of the images on the website's splash page, they look pretty good. In fourth place, we have Night Cafe. I like the futuristic images for prompt number 2, but not much else from them. Canva comes in last place for me. Canva is a site many people use to create all kinds of projects, and their AI text image generator should be better. It should be great, really. So it really is a bit of a disappointment. Let me know in the comments below how you would rank these AI image generators.
One more thing.
Before I sign off, I just want to say that I did go back and point out the grammatical error to ChatGPT, and it apologized and corrected its mistake. But because of Skynet reasons, I told it that an apology wasn't necessary, and we parted the best of friends. Thanks for watching, everyone.